Hi and Happy New Year and welcome to the first video of 2022 for I Am Woman Real Talk. I just want to say before I begin, thank you so much for all of you that have subscribed, those of you that have commented in the videos or even sent me personal messages. I just want to say thank you very much. But I think most importantly for me, it's about, has it encouraged you? Are we encouraging each other? And it's about moving forward with each other, with, really talking about the real issues of life that women go through. And, it's not new. There are thousands and thousands of other people, women talking on camera and off camera, just about what's real for them. And, I just want to bring my slant, my experience to that of many years. And I'm hoping that, it will encourage you. So, 2022, how was 2021? How was your time that you spent, over the holidays? What were your thoughts? What were your reflections? What were you thinking about for 2022? Did you plan? Do you have a vision? Do you have plans to plan? Or maybe it's just about being still and taking the first month or two just to really reflect and think about how you want to move forward. And, either way, that's okay. There are so many different strategies out there as to, what you should do and when you should do it and how you should do it and whether or not you should have a vision board or whether you should have a book or whether you should have the new apps to plan the year or whether you should just go and have a coffee. And I actually think sometimes it's just about going and having a coffee. It's about being Mary, the woman that just sat at Jesus's feet and thought, you know what? I'm just going to chill out here. I'm just going to hear what Jesus has to say to me as a woman in my busy life. And, many times that, we will kind of, well, for me, sometimes I project onto Mary. Then other times I'm kind of like Martha, just busy, busy, busy. I wouldn't call myself a type A personality, but I think I've got a bit of type A, type B, but I've got a bit of Brenda, who I am. And I can move between those two women. And again, I think that's okay. But what I don't want to do is spend 2022 just overthinking, and maybe worrying and then catching yourself and thinking, oh no, I don't really want to be going there. And so I want to be more of a Mary. I want to take time more to just be still, with the Father when I'm talking with Abba and just hear what he's saying to me, from month to month. Because I think when you add up the moments, the days, the weeks, the months, they make time and they make positive time in your life. Even if the events weren't always positive, the question is, what did you take from those events? So I want to talk to you about what I believe that Father is saying for us for 2022. And, it comes from many years of me having, God giving me a gift of being able to sometimes see into the future and it's accurate, or being able to understand what people are going through. And it's not my skill or my ability or anything to do with me. It's about just being prepared to hear what God is saying for others, and indeed for myself and for my family. It starts there first before you start reaching out to other people and telling them about this and that and the other. And whenever God has given me an encouragement for someone, I always say to them, put it on the back burner and see what happens. Does it resonate with you? Because before anybody can give you anything that they believe that God is saying, It's, does it resonate with you? Does it sync with where I'm going? If it doesn't, throw it out the window, you know. So it's always about, what are we hearing first? And if someone comes along and says, you know, this is what I believe God is saying, or whatever, to you, whatever they are saying to you, because God's words are accurate and they will always be confirmed in the events that happens in your life or things that you do. So just put it on the back burner and just wait and see how God is going to, you know, bring those things to life in your life. Interestingly, 2022 is what Israel, the Jews call the Shimita Year. And a Shimita Year really is about a cycle that comes round every 7 years. So you work for 6 years, and then on the 7th year, you rest. So this, in ancient Israel, it was about agriculture, and, you know, they'd work the land for 6 years and then rest. But, you know, we're now in 2021, and the question we have to ask ourselves is, you know, how does that resonate for me in my life, in my part of where I live? You know, I'm in London, I'm in East London, you know, or wherever I am, I'm in London. So how does that resonate for me? And so that number 7 speaks of is completeness and wholeness. And when we think about the number 7, we see it all over in the scriptures. We know that God made and created and worked, and then he rested on the 7th day. He stepped back and he looked at what he did, and he said it was good. He appraised it, positively appraised it. And so for us, this year, the 7th year, I believe, will be about stepping back, resting. Of course, we've got plans, and we make our plans, and we've got visions, and, you know, we do what we need to do to move forward in our lives, but not with the go. It's going to have to be a different approach this year. And for me, because this is the 7th year and its completeness and wholeness, yeah, I'm going to be on the vision board and the planning and everything else, and the working to make the things that I've wanted in my heart happen. But it's also going to be about stepping back and taking some time to think about, to hear what God is saying without the rush, and or maybe even less of the rush. So it's definitely going to be a different strategy. The Shimita Year is also about forgiveness. You know, if we've held others in ways that, because of what they, you know, we've perceived that they have done or whatever, it's about forgiveness. And so I could talk a lot about that, but I don't want to spend time there. But if we take that next step, forgiveness is about letting go. So it's about letting go, not just of people, if we have held people in our hearts and we need that time to just let them go so that we can let ourselves move on. It's about just forgetting and letting go the things of the past. So the things that held us back, the things that we felt that we weren't good enough at, or the things that we had done, or the way that we felt that we had planned, or the things that we didn't do, or even the things that we think happened to us that affected us. And sometimes that's going back years. But it's really time to, as you take that time to reflect and think about where you are in your life, to really think about the things that you're holding, it's time to say, you know what, it's time to let go. Because when we let go, we're allowing God to come in and fill fill us with good things and to give us, for us to understand how we function, you know, what we need in our life, what we don't need. Do you remember in the last video I was talking about, you know, mapping out where you are in your life, and I was talking about values. And, you know, I also did a quick mind map about what I need and what I don't need. And so that comes with time. It comes with just stopping and being still. It comes with focusing on your journey and not worrying about what other people are doing. And then you're able to see, well, this is the area, this is what I need to let go. And, you know, Paul says in Philippians, you know, forgetting the things of the past. And it's easy to read and it sounds amazing. I thought, yes, I'm going to do that. But the whole process of letting go is a process in itself. And only God, through time and being still and taking time out of our lives, and, you know, God bringing people into our lives to show us how, if that's necessary, and sometimes and many times it is necessary, to show us how to let go of the things of the past. And it's interesting that, you know, Paul said things, because things is a filler word, so we can fill in anything into that gap, you know, letting go of the memories, letting go about who said what and who did what and what I didn't do and what I did do. And, you know, whilst I'm actually talking about earlier, you know, I spoke about forgiveness. What I have learned is that you have to begin to forgive yourself, you know, forgiving yourself of mistakes you've made, because it's time for that woman, you or me, to forgive ourselves. So, yeah, so that's what I want to talk about in that area. A couple of, about 6 weeks ago, possibly 5 or 6 weeks ago, I heard the Lord say this, that he knows that we live very busy lives, moving to and fro, moving and trying to make our lives work and family and friends and everything else that, you know, fills our lives with busyness. And the Lord wanted us, Abba wants us to stop and take some time out, because he wants to fill us with what we need to be able to address our lives. And that was so beautiful, because whatever that filling is, I don't know what it is. But I'm going to ask Father, what does he want to give me that's going to help me to move with my life? So he wants us to stop and be still and let go and wait and be ready to be filled. And what was key in what the Lord showed me was that we wouldn't feel anything. When he fills us and gives us what he needs, that substance, whatever it is that we need, the advice, the direction, the finances or the love or whatever it is that we need. It could be something to do with our jobs or so many things, as I said. When he gives us what we need, when he fills us, we won't necessarily feel anything, we won't sense anything, but we will know that something has changed, and then we will begin to see it in our lives. So I hope that resonates with you. You know, have a little think about what's been said, put it on the back burner, you know, but however it is, we are moving forward in 2022. 2020 has gone with all its craziness. 2021 has gone, And 2022 is here and it's new. And all we need to do is just let go and let God do what he needs to do in our lives as his women. Okay, see you soon. And don't forget, please, to subscribe, hit the bell button, do comment, and you know, if this video has encouraged you, you know, share. And I'll see you again in the next video. Okay, take care. Bye for now.